Did you know that what you do in the first 60 minutes after waking up can determine your blood sugar levels for the next 24 hours? Most diabetics unknowingly sabotage their health with morning routines that dramatically spike glucose levels before they even eat breakfast. In this video, I'm revealing 5 simple, science-backed morning habits that can transform your diabetes management, and they're not what you'd expect. One of them even shocked researchers with how effective it was, yet most doctors never even mention it. Did you know that skipping breakfast can raise your blood sugar by 37% before lunch even arrives? Most diabetics make this critical morning mistake. If you're someone who delays your first meal, thinking it might help control your glucose or simply because mornings are too hectic, this habit could be sabotaging your diabetes management efforts. The science is clear on this point. When people with type 2 diabetes skip breakfast, their blood sugar levels spike dramatically by lunchtime. These elevated glucose levels remain high throughout the entire day, regardless of what you eat later. You can't simply make up for it with healthier lunch choices. This happens because your body interprets the extended overnight fast as a mild emergency. It releases stress hormones that signal your liver to release stored glucose into your bloodstream. This protective mechanism, designed to provide energy during food scarcity, works against you when managing diabetes, resulting in higher blood sugar without having eaten anything. The consequences extend beyond daily glucose control. Harvard School of Public Health conducted a comprehensive 16-year study showing breakfast skippers face substantially higher risks of heart attacks and death from coronary heart disease. Since diabetes already increases cardiovascular risks, this morning meal becomes crucial for protecting your heart health. Your body's ability to process glucose varies throughout the day. Morning is actually when your insulin sensitivity peaks for most people. Your circadian rhythm optimizes insulin function in the morning hours, making it the ideal time to consume calories. By eating within an hour of waking, you're taking advantage of your body's natural metabolic window when it's most efficient at processing food. Take Lisa, for example, a 61-year-old with type 2 diabetes who struggled with afternoon energy crashes and glucose spikes. After adopting a consistent breakfast habit, just a simple protein shake with berries within 30 minutes of waking, she noticed her afternoon readings stabilized and her energy remained consistent throughout the day. She says,
I used to think skipping breakfast saved calories, but now I realize it was making my diabetes harder to manage.
implementing this habit doesn't require elaborate meal preparation or significant time. The key is consuming something substantial within 60 minutes of getting out of bed. This could be yogurt with nuts, a quick piece of whole grain toast with avocado, or even a pre-made protein shake. People who adopt this morning habit consistently report more stable blood sugar readings throughout the day. Many notice significantly less afternoon fatigue, that midday crash that so many diabetics experience. Some find they even need less medication to maintain target glucose levels when they establish this consistent morning eating pattern. Now that you've established a consistent morning eating routine, let's talk about another critical timing mistake that could be sabotaging your efforts: your morning coffee habit. Would you believe that simply changing when you drink your coffee could reduce your post-breakfast blood sugar response by 50%? This surprising finding from University of Bath researchers reveals why the sequence of your morning routine matters tremendously for glucose management. Most of us reach for the coffee pot first thing after waking. It's almost instinctual. Stumble out of bed, brew coffee, then think about breakfast sometime later. For someone managing diabetes, the sequence is like revving a car's engine before adding fuel. It creates the perfect storm for blood sugar instability. Think about your own hectic mornings. You're trying to get going quickly, so coffee becomes the priority. But this common habit triggers a significant physiological response. Caffeine immediately stimulates stress hormone release, which signals your liver to dump glucose into your bloodstream. This effect compounds with your body's natural morning cortisol surge, dramatically elevating blood sugar before you've eaten anything nutritious. The University of Bath research quantified this impact precisely. Consuming coffee before breakfast increased blood glucose response to that meal by approximately 50%. For someone managing diabetes, this represents a substantial disruption to your daily glucose pattern, affecting how you feel and function for hours afterward. The solution is straightforward and doesn't require sacrificing your beloved coffee. Simply restructure your typical morning, wait at least 30 minutes after waking before having your first cup, and eat something nutritious first. This creates a protective buffer that dramatically reduces the glucose spike. A protein-rich breakfast before your coffee gives your body proper fuel to work with, rather than forcing it to release stored glucose. The protein activates metabolic pathways that help counterbalance caffeine's effects. Even a small protein-focused meal makes a significant difference. Consider these quick, diabetes-friendly breakfast options to pair with your morning routine: 2 hard-boiled eggs prepared the night before, Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts, a slice of whole grain toast with avocado, a protein smoothie with unsweetened almond milk, or even a simple cheese stick with a few berries. This timing adjustment prevents what many diabetics experience as the morning roller coaster: high glucose after coffee, followed by a crash that triggers hunger and cravings by mid-morning. Those crashes often lead to poor food choices that further destabilize blood sugar throughout the day. The habit is remarkably simple. Wake up, eat something with protein within that first hour, then enjoy your coffee afterward. Some people find it helpful to prepare breakfast the night before, eliminating any barrier to nourishing your body first thing in the morning. With your morning nutrition properly sequenced, stepping outside becomes your next critical blood sugar management opportunity. Most diabetics start their day moving from bedroom to bathroom to kitchen, all indoors, unknowingly disrupting a biological rhythm that directly controls insulin function. This simple indoor routine might be costing you stable blood sugar for the entire day. Morning sunlight exposure acts as a powerful metabolic switch, a natural reset button for your body's systems that can improve insulin sensitivity by up to 60%. This remarkable improvement comes from studies involving over 10,000 participants who showed significant improvements in blood glucose and cholesterol levels with increased sun exposure. Imagine having access to a completely free diabetes treatment that requires no prescription, produces no side effects, and demands just minutes of your morning. The science behind this works on multiple levels. Morning sunlight exposure helps recalibrate your circadian rhythm, your body's internal 24-hour clock that directly regulates metabolic functions, including how effectively your cells respond to insulin. When you start your day without natural light, your body's clock remains in sleep mode metabolically, even though you're awake and possibly eating breakfast. The vitamin D connection provides another crucial benefit. When sunlight hits your skin, your body produces vitamin D, which enhances insulin sensitivity and improves pancreatic beta cell function, the very cells responsible for insulin production. This becomes especially important considering approximately 35% of American adults are vitamin D deficient, creating a hidden risk factor for insulin resistance that many diabetes management plans overlook. Perhaps most fascinating is how sunlight affects your cellular energy factories. Morning sun exposure increases your mitochondrial metabolic rate, helping cells process glucose more efficiently for hours afterward, similar to how a morning stretch prepares your muscles for the day's activities. This improved cellular function leads to decreased blood glucose levels and significantly reduces those dangerous after-meal glucose spikes that can damage blood vessels. Implementing this habit is remarkably simple. Just step outside for 10 minutes shortly after waking up, even on cloudy days, as beneficial light still penetrates cloud cover. You can drink your water, stretch, or check your morning messages while standing in natural light. The real-world impact is impressive. Clinical observations show that diabetic patients who added this simple 10-minute morning sunlight routine saw their fasting blood sugar levels decrease by an average of 18 milligrams per deciliter within just 2 weeks. That's often equivalent to what some medications might achieve, but without any pharmaceutical intervention. For many patients, a morning walk around the neighborhood while the sun rises has become as essential to their diabetes management as monitoring their carbohydrate intake. While morning sunlight works its magic from the outside, there's a powerful strategy working from the inside that most diabetes educators never mention. Rather than consuming your entire breakfast at once, breaking it into 2 strategic phases can dramatically improve your body's glucose response. This counterintuitive approach is remarkably simple, yet transforms how your body handles the morning's carbohydrate load. The typical diabetes advice focuses on what to eat for breakfast, but rarely addresses how to eat it. Most people consume a single morning meal after waking, often including carbohydrate-rich foods like oatmeal or whole-grain toast. This conventional approach, however, can trigger significant blood sugar spikes even with diabetic-friendly foods. The 2-stage breakfast method works by giving your digestive system a heads up before the main meal arrives. When you eat a small protein and fat snack first, your gut releases specialized hormones called incretins, primarily GLP-1 and GIP, that prepare your body for the upcoming carbohydrates. These hormones stimulate insulin secretion, suppress glucagon to prevent additional glucose release from your liver, and slow gastric emptying to prevent rapid glucose absorption. Timing is everything with this approach. The optimal waiting period between your pre-breakfast snack and main meal is approximately 15 minutes. This precise interval creates the perfect buffer for your body's insulin response system. Not too short that the incretin response hasn't fully activated, and not so long that the effect diminishes. What should this pre-breakfast snack include? The ideal options contain protein and fat with minimal carbohydrates. Consider a small handful of almonds, a hard-boiled egg, or a tablespoon of natural peanut butter. Keep this initial snack under 100 calories. It's simply about strategically sequencing what you already eat. This method creates two distinct eating events with a specific purpose. The first small snack primes your metabolic machinery, while the main breakfast provides your nutritional needs. This quick reset for your metabolic system takes just 15 minutes but delivers powerful results. Take Mariah, who struggled with morning blood sugar spikes despite eating a diabetes-friendly breakfast. After implementing the two-stage approach, her glucose readings stabilized dramatically. Clinical studies confirm her experience, showing this sequenced approach can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 40% compared to consuming the identical foods in a single sitting. Participants maintain this improvement throughout the day, experiencing fewer glucose fluctuations even at subsequent meals. When implementing this habit, maintain consistency with timing. The 15-minute window allows your body to establish a predictable pattern, optimizing the incretin response. If you're taking diabetes medications, particularly those affecting insulin, consult your healthcare provider about how this approach might interact with your treatment plan. The most overlooked diabetes management tool isn't a medication or diet plan, but your ability to tune into your body's signals. Morning stress hormones like cortisol can raise blood glucose levels for up to 12 to 16 hours after waking, creating a cascade effect that impacts your entire day. Yet a simple 2-minute practice can interrupt this cycle and activate your body's natural regulatory systems. This morning body scan is remarkably straightforward. After waking, before jumping into your day, take 2 minutes to sit quietly and mentally scan your body from head to toe. Pay attention to how you're feeling physically and emotionally. Are you experiencing any unusual sensations? How's your energy level? Are you truly hungry or perhaps just thirsty? This brief pause creates powerful awareness that most diabetes management approaches miss entirely. What makes this practice so effective is its ability to calm your stress response. When you pause for this daily check-in, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that counteracts stress. This physiological shift immediately begins lowering cortisol levels, directly affecting your blood glucose. Think of it as a daily tune-up for your internal systems, allowing everything to function more efficiently. During your self-assessment, focus on these key areas. Thirst signals. Many mistake morning dehydration for hunger, leading to unnecessary eating that causes blood sugar fluctuations. By correctly identifying thirst, you can choose water instead of calories, maintaining more stable glucose levels. Foot health. Examine your feet for any redness, swelling, cuts, or sensation changes. This quick daily assessment significantly reduces the risk of diabetic foot complications through early detection. Mental state. Morning anxiety or depression triggers physiological changes that impact glucose metabolism. Research shows emotional stress alters how your body processes carbohydrates and increases insulin resistance. Acknowledging your emotional state early allows you to implement appropriate stress management techniques. The value of this quick body scan lies in its transformative approach to diabetes management. Rather than responding to problems after they've developed, you're creating a daily opportunity to catch subtle changes before they escalate. Patients who implement this practice consistently report making better food choices, timing their medications more effectively, and experiencing fewer unexpected blood sugar fluctuations. This approach works because it honors an essential truth about diabetes management. Your body provides early warning signals long before your glucose meter shows a problem. By connecting with these signals each morning, you're essentially creating a personalized early alert system that complements your medical care. This simple practice bridges the gap between clinical treatment and your lived experience, putting you in control of your diabetes journey. So what have we learned today? These 5 morning habits are powerful tools that work with your body's natural rhythms, not against them. But to see the full benefit, mornings aren't enough. Most people focus only on what they do during the day, but blood sugar doesn't sleep. In fact, some of the worst spikes and crashes happen overnight while you're not even awake to notice. In the next video, you'll discover 7 nighttime habits that may be silently sabotaging your progress and what to do instead to wake up with lower, more stable glucose. Click the video on your screen to keep going. You don't want to miss this.